evento 6, começando com 20 repetições chest to bar, pull-ups, clássico CrossFit aqui, pull-ups e thrusters.
É isso mesmo, começando com 20, 16, 15, 12, 10, 8 chest to bar e thrusters, com 155 libras no nosso evento de número 6. Toda atenção agora para esse último evento do dia. Final do Acevedo Regional aqui na Arena Carioca.
Dessa primeira bateria, do outro lado da arena, pulando também para a segunda série.
Olha só, já na raia de número 8, trabalhando com velocidade, Miguel Garduno para sua série de 15 chest to bar. Final do Latin America Regional aqui no Brasil.
Evento histórico chegando ao fim hoje, último dia de competição aqui no Rio de Janeiro. 2018 Latin American Regionals. Vai deixar saudade esse evento, hein?
E quem segue avançando à frente, atleta da raia de número 9, Miguel Garduno.
Vai entrar na sua série final de pull-ups agora, são apenas 10 repetições na barra para o Miguel Garduno e aí sim caminhar para a sua barra e realizar os seus últimos 8 thrusters, agora com 3 minutos e 20, essa prova é rápida.
Atleta Rodan Goldbaum também já se preparando para a sua série de chest to bar, mas olha lá, na raia de número 8, atleta Miguel Garduno seguindo na liderança, apenas 10 chest to bar e 8 thrusters, e vai ser rápido, hein?
O Rodrigo Valenzuela vai mandar o download e alcançar para a barra. Miguel Garduno chegando agora, fica de olho aí, galera, porque no final é rápido essa prova.
Também avançando, e a torcida pode ajudar. Evento de número 6, última prova do dia para eles, 4 minutos.
Últimas 4 repetições para o Miguel Garduno fechar a prova.
Ele que vai vir para o seu sprint final, Miguel Garduno, completando a sua prova e sua participação no Regional.
4:19, tempo bom oficial, Miguel Garduno fechando a prova, Miguel Garduno. E agora, Rodrigo Valenzuela correndo para a linha final de chegada.
Parabéns, Rodrigo
Valenzuela, tempo oficial. Alan Davidson vai entrar agora, 4:28.
Isso mesmo, 4 minutos e 40 de prova. Atletas trabalhando nas suas últimas repetições de thruster.
Te amo, papito, te amo con toda mi alma.
Rodan Goldbaum
Sprint!
correndo, chegando junto com ele também no centro, Isaac Farias e agora também o atleta Mariano Sanches correndo.
5 minutos de prova agora.
Chega também José.
Uriel
7. Vamos apoiar aí então o atleta que está trabalhando ainda, Uriel Bloch.
Isso mesmo, últimas repetições para Uriel Bloch, ele que é da Big CrossFit. 155 libras, 5 minutos. Uriel Bloch, cadê a galera incentivando aí o atleta? Últimas repetições, 1 minuto e meio.
Faz barulho!
Uriel Bloch!
Só correndo na linha de chegada, Uriel Bloch vai fechar a prova também, abaixo de 6 minutos, prova muito rápida, 5:44 e agora sim, todos os atletas concluindo essa prova.
Prova rápida, evento de número 6. Loucura total daqui a pouquinho, hein?
É isso mesmo, Nath, e olha só.
Aí, agora sim, vamos aplaudir os nossos atletas do Beach 2.
One minute.
1 minuto.
Seconds.
30 segundos.
Seconds.
10 segundos.
Stand by.
Começando agora a nossa bateria de número 2 dessa final do individual masculino, evento de número 6, Daniel Abraão.
Tiago, fica de olho na raia número 1, onde está o Gilson Duarte, trabalhando extremamente rápido e é muito bom aí nesse chest bar pull-up. A bateria anterior tivemos um tempo pouco mais de 4 minutos aí, eu tenho certeza que esses atletas não vão durar, é ele mesmo. Gilson Duarte, Reginaldo logo atrás dele.
Todos saindo aí praticamente juntos, iniciando as suas primeiras repetições de thrusters. São 16 thrusters agora, hein?
Com 155 libras, não é um thruster qualquer, hein? Vamos ver então se esses atletas conseguem manter aqui todas as repetições sem quebrar. Apenas, olha só, o Hector Morales nem soltou a barra, já avançou, deu 2 passos para frente e continuou a série, hein?
Isso mesmo, 1 minuto no relógio. Atletas trabalhando com velocidade no evento de número 6, avançando de 8 em 8 thrusters.
E quem vai avançar primeiro, voltar na barra é o Hector Morales, que está na raia de número 9.
É isso mesmo, Guilherme Domingues.
Mas o Reginaldo Silva acelerando o passo e é o primeiro atleta a pular na barra, Reginaldo Silva.
Mantém a sua velocidade na raia de número 2, Reginaldo com 15 chest bar agora. Reginaldo se aproximando nas suas últimas repetições na série de 15 horas.
Broken, Reginaldo 15 repetições e já corre para a barra. Agora são apenas 12 thrusters divididos em 2 segmentos de 6 repetições.
Chegando também Hector Morales e Guilherme Domingues para sua série de 12 thrusters.
Com 2 minutos de prova nesse momento. 2017, o recorde dessa prova pertence ao russo Roman Kurnikov, porém a prova era diferente, porque não tinha adaptação, tinha subida na corda.
Esse evento do Latin American Regional.
Quem fizer o melhor tempo aqui terá o recorde desse evento.
Evento exclusivo. 2 minutos e 25 no relógio. Atleta avançando agora, finalizando a sua série de 12 thrusters.
DJ Douglas Grimaldi, se liga nessa bateria, eu quero ouvir aí a galera cantando Reginaldo Rossi, hein?
Sensacional, 10 repetições agora de chest to bar para os atletas, depois apenas 8 thrusters e é só correr.
E Reginaldo pega, eu acho que ninguém pega mais ele, são apenas 8 thrusters agora para fechar a prova, o atleta Reginaldo Silva na raia de número 2.
E vamos ficar de olho no relógio. Apenas 3 minutos e 15 de prova. Reginaldo nas suas últimas repetições de thruster.
Vamos ver se ele consegue fechar a faixa de 4 minutos. Eu aposto que sim.
2 séries de 4 thrusters agora para o Reginaldo. Eita, Hector Morales chegando também. Guilherme Domingues. Reginaldo apenas algumas repetições de thruster. E a galera contando, Hector Morales também nas últimas e
só correr, Reginaldo Silva. 3h50, tempo não oficial, fechando a prova, Reginaldo.
Hector Morales também completando a sua prova e a sua participação aqui no Latin American
3h59 para o Hector Morales.
Guilherme Domingues fechando a prova.
4:06, Guilherme Domingues.
Parabéns, atletas, e ainda em ação, com 4 minutos e 12 de prova agora, time cap de 7 minutos.
Quem completa essa licença? Sebastian, não. Estava aqui na raia de número 7. Raia de número 8 foi o atleta... Ops, não.
4 minutos e meio,
Gilson Duarte fechou a prova. Quem corre agora ali também é o Éder Carreiro, correndo para fechar a prova. Temos ainda o Lucas Rosa trabalhando. Sebastião Calabro ainda trabalhando nas últimas repetições.
Isso aí, Lucas Rosa
Quase 5
avançando.
minutos de prova.
Avançando agora para as suas últimas repetições de thruster. Sebastião Calabro também aqui para a sua última série de thruster. Avançando sem soltar a barra. 5 minutos.
CrossFit R2.
E eu quero
Sonho realizado.
a torcida do Lucas
Felicidade,
Rosa. Sebastião Calabro também completando agora a sua prova. Parabéns, atletas.
Todos os atletas fechando a prova abaixo de 5 minutos e meio. Muito rápido.
Uma salva de palmas.
Nós vamos para a penúltima bateria do dia para os homens. Está chegando o momento.
Olha a torcida, vai, vem, gente, vamos lá.
Boa, garoto, DJ Douglas Grimaldi.
Pode aumentar o som, DJ.
É só essa homenagem ao Reginaldo Silva que
Parabéns.
venceu essa bateria. Na próxima nós teremos Fábio
Pablo Chalfoun is your Rudy story. 400 points in first place. He will need a 7th place or better finish in this event to clinch his ticket. His countryman André Sanchez chases him, and in Brazil, I don't think we could have asked for anything better here. This crowd is packed, and they will go bonkers for both of these guys. 4-time, 20 chest to bar pull-ups, 16 thrusters, 15, then 12, 10, then 8. The thruster bar is 155 pounds. This should have been rope climbs 4-3-2. We have ropes, we don't have tresses, and hanging the ropes from the ceiling seemed unsafe. You would have had to have jumped from the upper deck. So what they've done is they've multiplied the rope climb by 5 and made it chest to bar.
Well, I think that dramatically changes what type of event this is, because we move from a heavy rope climb volume to chest to bar pull-ups. This amount of speed for this number of reps makes this a heavy, dominant thruster event.
Ivan Gaitan in lane 4 was one of our heavy favorites coming into the weekend. Struggled after he was top 5 in event 3 with the heavy snatch of event 4, and here he is in heat 3 of event 6. Batuki Iribaran, one of the most veteran, gray shirt with the blue sleeves. Mauro Acevedo went to the games last year. The dyed hair and the white shirt. He was on Team Big Friends. And watch this rig with 10 competitors just to barring. 7-minute sprint. The time to beat, Reginaldo Silva, 3 minutes and 50 seconds. That was 8 seconds off the pace of the event record set last week in Europe. Acevedo, hair on fire in every event. He was one of the first to the thruster bar.
And I tell you what, this is the event where you can go that direction with these thrusters. Walking forward with the bar, I probably would have dropped it just to give your arms a little bit of a break because you're going to need them for pull-ups. But this is a sprint style event that plays into Acevedo's style of competition. Hanging on tight, that goes for the pull-up bar and the thruster bar. What I said about taking your break is that you have to roll the bar forward in between half sets of reps. Take that time to put the bar down, roll forward, but try to go unbroken everywhere else. That final round, 10 pull-ups, 8 thrusters, hold on tight and fight for the finish.
Mauro Acevedo, the first one back to the chest to bar, pull-up bar. His favorite 2 movements, snatch and thruster. He was 13th in the snatch event yesterday. Here he is in thrusters, leading the pack, 1 minute and 30 seconds gone by. About 3:51, the time to beat. Acevedo in his first regional appearance on an individual basis. Slowing down a little bit. This time he puts the bar on the ground to advance it. The bar advancing every 8 reps in your first round, every 6 reps in your second round, every 4 reps in your third round.
And he put it down one more time in that second set of 6, breaking it up into 3s. And, you know, that's a product of holding onto the bar a bit too long in the first set. That's what I said, is take your breaks where they give them to you. You have to advance the bar forward every half set, 8s, 6s, and 4s. You might as well take that little bit of a break.
Difference in climbing rope versus a chest to bar.
Oh, just the speed for one. You know, it takes 20 seconds to do 20 chest to bar pull-ups, but for a rope climb, you might be able to do it in that speed, but that is going to decimate your grip. You have to take small breaks between rope climbs, which gives you more time between thrusters. The trick here is that there's no time. Pull-ups are fast, they should be unbroken. The only rest you're gonna get is between the sets on thrusters.
I know I got excited saying the time to beat here was 8 seconds off the event record last week, but as we've said all weekend, you have to keep in mind with a grain of salt, the events are a little bit different because of the equipment issues caused by the Brazilian truck strike. Acevedo is on his final thrusters here, 3:15 and counting. He will set the bar for Pablo Chalfun and company. He has one more thruster that he forgot about. Up over his head, drop the bar, and Mauro Acevedo with the sprint is across in just over 3:30. So that is the line of demarcation heading into heat 4, where Pablo Chalfun needs to finish 7th or better to send himself from 30th coming out of the Open in South America to Madison, Wisconsin. We've got a finisher down in lane 9 with Agustin Riquelme, and right next to him in lane 8 with Lucas Almeida. Ivan Gaitan. Well, before we get to him, Semi Araiza finishes in lane 10. Gaitan now will finish with that jog in the green shirt. So both male members of last year's Team Big Friends Games contingent that are in this round as individuals have finished here in heat number 3. Fabio De Kiki, Adair Costa is on the right side of your screen in the gray shirt. 7 are across. Adair Costa out of Fortaleza here in Brazil. Came in 21st overall. You see Batuke Iribarren, gray shirt, blue sleeves toward the bottom of your screen. He came into today 11th. Thomas Wilson had himself a phenomenal event 5. He's in the black shirt, cut off sleeves, just wide to Iribarren's right. There you see him kicking that bar forward. Costa will finish. And it's Iribarren and Wilson out of the British Virgin Islands. Phenomenal story. His box destroyed by Hurricane Irma. His community coming together. He makes it to regionals and finishes it off with a fine Sunday. And Iribarren caps us off at 5:48 here in Heat 3.
Well, the old churn and burn pace finally paid off for Acevedo in an event this short. You're gonna have to come out, for most people, faster than they want to. For Acevedo, fast as he likes to.
Mauro Acevedo out of CrossFit Auckland gets himself in line potentially for an event win. We'll see what Heat 4 has to say about it.
We came out strong, unbroken in all the pull-ups, some missteps in the thrusters. So as you're watching, he went unbroken, walked it forward in the round of 16, got a no rep 2 or 3 times in the set of 12 and 8 combined. Even on that very last rep, he had 1 more rep to do. And what you can't do is drop it overhead, and those are where they're coming from. It was a good rep, but you're not allowed to drop it from off top of your head. These are the things you need to think about going into the final heat.
Let's go down to Teffy with Mauro.
Excellent job this weekend. Felicitaciones en este fin de semana. What was it like coming from a team and now into an individual, and where do you go from here? ¿Cómo fue venir de un equipo ahora un individual? ¿Y a dónde vas de aquí? ¿Cuál es el plan?
Para arrancar, primero estoy muy contento por haber podido terminar este WOD primero en mi hit. No es nada fácil, esperaba otro tipo de regional, pero bueno, me pude defender bastante. Próximo objetivo, dentro de 2 meses empezar a entrenar nuevamente a la regional.
This wasn't the outcome he was expecting. However, next week he's going to start giving it all to go for it next year. Thank you.
Gracias.
So Mauro Acevedo in 3:33 sets the bar here into Heat 4. Somebody, one individual, will go to Madison, Wisconsin. Men's event 6, Heat 4. They are on their feet, and the athletes aren't on the floor yet. The native son, Pablo Chalfun, 30th out of the Open in South America. The last man invited to this regional. And it took 3 in front of him to come on teams and 2 to decline for him to even be here. He is in line with a 7th place finish or better to head to the CrossFit Games.
So when you're looking at the standings, 32, 38, 40, with an event like this, it is totally feasible for something drastic to happen. Pablo Chalfun is comfortably in 1st place, but he just needs to do what he's supposed to do, which is his full capability is to go out and take this event.
The event is simple. 20 chest to bar, 16 thrusters, 15-12, 10-8. You have a 7-minute cap, 155 pounds on the barbell. It's chest to bar, not rope climbs. With the truck strike here in Brazil, no rope tress. So that changes things a bit with Chalfun in lane 5, Oscar Mora to his right, Andres Sanchez to his left. They are on their feet. There is not a single soul seated here inside Arena Carioca 1.
The best time
is looking to become the lowest seeded athlete in a regional to make it to the game since Cody Anderson, 45th out of the Northwest in 2014.
Two Brazilians in the middle, duking it out for a first place single bid regional ticket to the games. Chofon on the left, Sanchez on the right. Sanchez needs an event win to even have a chance here. Chofon needs 7th or better.
It was Sanchez in first after day 1. Chofon after day 2.
The danger here is going out too fast. Sprinting through your chest bar pull-ups, maybe holding your breath trying to sprint there. Running to your barbell and not putting it down, because you can blow up an event like this.
With the crowd, that's a real possibility too. Oscar Mora, the Mexican, is the first to the thrusters.
Hang on tight on chest bar pull-ups, but take your breaks on the barbell. You have to advance every 8, every 6, and every 4. Put it down, then pick it up. When it comes to the final 10 pull-ups and final 8 thrusters, fight for the finish.
The crowd will matter. Remember, yesterday it came down to Chofon, the Brazilian, and Oscar Mora, the Mexican, and Chofon said afterward he felt the energy with the foot-first baseball slide to edge out his competition. There the Brazilians side by side, the leader on the left. Sanchez was your day 1 leader on the right. Oscar Mora, the first one back to the rig amongst the leaders.
That is what Oscar Mora needs to do, sitting in lane number 4. He has to at least win this event to give him a chance.
They're counting chest to bar for their countrymen. Oscar Mora off the bar. I want somebody to cheer for me after I get through my chest to bar like that. My goodness.
Sanchez is falling off the pace here, so Oscar Mora might be the only guy in contention to jump up over Chofon.
The time to beat, 3:33. 7th or better, and Chofon goes from last man in to the CrossFit Games.
And Mora just failed a rep.
E a torcida colocando junto 2 minutos e 15.
Back to the rig, one more time. Reps to glory. In Wisconsin, 33 seconds to catch Acevedo. Oscar Mora's in the distance. That's 3. Advance the bar. He's guaranteed if he gets in under 3:33. Drop and go! Chofon! See you in Wisconsin! Last in to the games! Absolutely incredible.
That was amazing. I don't got enough to add today. Anything I add just won't make it as good as it should be.
Sanchez now, a curtain call as he finishes unofficially in 4:14. The field finishes in under 4.5 minutes in Heat 4. Your winner, Pablo Chofon, 30th out of the Open. The last man from South America. Today he's number 1, and that's all that counts. He was 40th in the Super South Regional last year, back-to-back regional appearances. And in his 5th year competing in the Open, he will make his first appearance in the CrossFit Games. For Chalfoun, CrossFit is a lifestyle. It's a way to cure chronic diseases, a way to live a better life. This is more than a sport to him, a role model. He wants to care about those around him, use this sport to better society. That platform just got a ton bigger. Pablo Chalfoun out of Valente CrossFit right here in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Chase, we thought it was going to be a Brazilian. We had no idea it was going to be this Brazilian.
I feel like the name changed 5 times throughout the weekend.
That's what it was, though. This was wide open from the get-go in a lot of respects.
What this guy just accomplished. Not just the pressure of coming into first place in an event that you can easily lose just by a little mistake here and there, but to have your whole country cheering for you and wanting you to represent them at the CrossFit Games. Unbelievable.
Chalfoun winds up 3rd overall, 3 seconds off pace, doesn't matter. He winds up number 1 in the statistic that counts. All he needed was a top 7 finish. And he is with Tefi Escudero.
Pablo, your country has had a hell of a week, but now you're making history. What's going through your head right now?
Don't know. I'm the first elite athlete from Brazil going to games. I don't know what to say. I think you have to first believe on what you're looking for. You have to believe to the point that you can speak it loud. Like say, I'm going to the games, I'm going to the games.
What does this moment feels like for you now? Here with all your people surrounding you and cheering for you.
I think today I made my country proud. I made my city proud.
Você pode falar em português agora para eles.
Acho que eu fiz o Brasil inteiro orgulhoso, minha cidade também. Não desisti em nenhum momento durante o campeonato. Entrei como último atleta, mas como eu falei, você tem que acreditar no que você está procurando. Você tem que acreditar ao ponto que você consiga falar isso alto, com confiança, e ninguém ridicularize o que você está falando. Quando me perguntavam, qual o seu plano ao entrar no Open, ao entrar no regional, o tempo todo eu falei, eu vou pro Games esse ano, eu acho que você tem que confiar no seu trabalho ao ponto de poder falar isso alto para qualquer um. Se é o seu sonho, fala isso alto, mostra que é verdade o que está dentro de você. E hoje eu fiz o Brasil e o Rio de Janeiro e toda a comunidade CrossFit orgulhosa. Eu também estou orgulhoso de vocês, obrigado por tudo que vocês fizeram.
A gente se vê em Madison. Obrigada.
Thank you, Tefi. Obrigado. CrossFit Games, aí vou eu.
Pablo Chalfoun, he brought it up in his interview with Tefi after event 5. Tefi asked him about it to finish off Event 6. It's been one heck of a week for Brazil. We talk about it in terms of how it affected CrossFit with the trucker strike. They are literally police escorting ambulances because of fuel shortages. There is no food on shelves of some supermarkets. This was huge for the community who has been through an awful 7 days.
Think about this. The Brazil CrossFit community allowed this regional to happen, and he gave Brazil their own champion to cheer for in Madison. Last one in out of the open, first one out of the regional. Pablo Chalfun.
So the women's Event 6 is next. Follow that. Although I think we could have said that after the team final. This is awesome. Rio de Janeiro is everything it was cracked up to be. CrossFit alive and well in Latin America. After losing their regional following 2014, I think they're redeemed. Pablo Chalfun, we'll see you in Wisconsin.